session with Dr. Purvi Shah. And before I go ahead and introduce her, I just want to share that she's one of the nicest persons I know. She's like an elder sister figure for me. And so I'm very happy that she's joining me here on this live conversation on Facebook. Thank you for joining, Purvi Ben.
Thank you,
So,
Milani.
I'll briefly introduce her for those of you who don't know her, but I'm sure that many here know who she is already. She is Folsom's leading dentist with over 25 years of family and family dentistry practice. Her patients have only the best things to say about her, not just about her treatment and services, but also about her kind and compassionate nature. What inspires me the most about her is that she's also very disciplined about her own mental health and physical fitness, with a very good diet and exercise routine regularly. She's the one who wears many hats. She's a devout mother, wife, and a daughter. And it's amazing how seamlessly she's able to manage her work, professional, and her personal life. So I'm just even more excited to have her and talk to us about how she swings it all. So again, thank you so much for joining us, Purvi Ben.
Thank you.
Okay, just if everybody can give us a thumbs up that you can hear us clearly. Can we hear Purvi also clearly? Okay, I think everybody can hear us. Great. Before we go into the bright smile tips by a dentist, could you tell our viewers something about how we can maintain very good dental health and hygiene?
Milani, overall, our general health begins with the oral cavity. And it's often neglected. Most of the time, people do everything else, but the oral health is the last priority. Usually, the mouth is full of bacteria. There are billions of bacteria that lives in the mouth. And it's very, very important that you create very good oral hygiene habits. And the most important I would stress on is brushing 2 times a day. Nighttime is must brushing every night without fail. The reason is saliva plays a big role. When you sleep at night, there is not enough saliva. It decreases the flow of saliva. And then when you don't have enough saliva, that increases your chances of decay and the gum health, because the consistent flow of saliva maintains your good oral health and gum. It protects the gum. Saliva is mainly water, and it has antimicrobial properties, anti-caries properties. So it's very, very important that you brush at night when there is not enough saliva. The bacteria multiplies 4 or 5 times, and it creates more caries producing, or creates more plaque. Plaque is the thin layer. It's a biofilm of a thin layer, which is kind of invisible, that you don't really see, but it creates the toxins, and that affects the gum. The gums get inflamed, it produces gingivitis. So it's very, very important that you get into the good hygiene habits, oral hygiene habits. Brushing twice a day is must, and night you cannot fail to brush. It's very, very important. And that's because of the saliva. It plays a big role for self-cleansing and antibacterial property. The second one I would say is cleaning the tongue. Cleaning the tongue is very important. Tongue has a lot of papillae and the grooves, which is hidden, and all this plaque gets accumulated. If you don't clean, the tongue scraper is the best way to clean your tongue. If you don't clean the tongue, then and you brush your teeth, but your tongue is still not clean, it can again accumulate the plaque and the bacteria on the teeth. So it's very, very important that you have that habit of cleaning the tongue with the tongue scraper. And so we recommend every 6 months professional dental cleaning and checkup that can prevent many further problems like root canals and crowns, and also the gum disease, by professional screening. So that's very, very important.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Also, you change your toothbrush every 2 to 3 months. That is recommended. Also, limit your
Absolutely.
sugary drinks and sodas. Uh, Also, good eating habit helps a lot. Including all the sugary sweets that you eat, especially at night. It's very, very important. So, good oral hygiene is one key to maintain your oral health.
Wonderful, and that are such helpful tips, especially the one about clean diet and not eating sugary foods, especially in the night, brushing twice a day, making sure the tongue is cleaned. Wonderful, thank you so much for sharing that. I'd like to move forward by asking that you are an essential healthcare worker, and through this pandemic, you've been treating a lot of patients, and so how have you been able to maintain the safety for yourself, for your staff, and also, that for coming home to the family? Have you not felt anxious at all? I'm sure there must be.
The one thing is we do take a lot of precautions in the office. Anyway, dental office is probably one of the cleanest. We spray a lot of disinfectant anyway without pandemic, but now it's even more. So, and we have
Right.
all the PPE and try our best to, protect ourselves and our patients from getting anything that we can avoid. The second thing has helped me a lot is creating that positive mind. Every morning when I have learned this technique, breathing techniques and meditation, and that has helped me tremendously. I have not lived in that bubble of fear at all, even though in lockdown I worked throughout the lockdown, taking emergencies, and hardly have stayed home. So that has helped me. And every morning when I sit for meditation, I tell myself, I'm not getting coronavirus, and I'm not getting it giving it back to my family. That creative, the positive mind through the breathing technique and meditation has helped me a lot. So I don't live in that fear at all, that I will get this, I will get that. So and coming to family, I have my in-laws. They are older, and it's obviously a concern. But these techniques have helped me overcome a lot.
Wow, wonderful. This is something that everybody must learn, because especially
Yes,
in this given pandemic, don't you think that,
definitely.
creating a positive mindset is, especially in the
Yeah,
early in the
it's
morning, is the
obvious,
key.
because if you live in that fear, I'm in a healthcare, and I'm like, I cannot be living in that constant fear
Right.
that, oh, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. So it definitely helps to create that positivity in you, that okay, you just deal with it and you go. And I somehow had that confidence. If I get coronavirus, I will recover. I had that confidence.
Wow, and that is just so great that you go from that space of treating somebody with compassion and with that ability to help somebody rather than treating everybody as a threat. And I think that's such a wonderful mindset to be in. So again, thank you, Purvi, for your services. And I'd like to come to our last question, is that as a dentist and as a wonderful person that you are, what are the tips that one can do to maintain that bright, big smile?
For the dental treatment, you can do braces, you can do Invisalign, you can do some cosmetic work to create your beautiful smile, but which is at the outer level. But I feel that you create your own. You have to create that environment, your worry-free, stress-free mind, and that's important to bring your smile from within. That's extremely important. So you can do the meditation and learn the sky breathing, and the mind calms down quite a bit, and that worries disappears somehow, and then it really helps to so then you can smile even if you're your teeth are not good, but you can still smile beautifully. You don't need a beautiful teeth to get that kind of.
Oh, I think we have a connection issue.
Your soul with that positivity and the meditation, that positive mindset.
How wonderful is that? The inner smile is, is what reflects really. It's what makes your smile brighter, right? The inner beauty,
That's
the inner
definitely
peace.
true.
Wonderful. So thank you, Purvi Ben. You're, definitely it seems that the sky meditation practice has helped you a great deal.
Yes. And I would highly recommend that, people who haven't tried, they should try and learn the technique, and that will help everybody to relieve that stress and don't live in that moment of fear of getting sick or getting this. It definitely increases your immunity as well.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Perfect. Great. So, since you recommend this, what we will do is, along with this video in our comments, we will post some links for people that can attend a meditation workshop or like an introductory session for what Sky is. And they can definitely contact, myself, they can, or Purvi Ben directly, and get more information on how they can take the Sky meditation workshop. So again, thank you so much for sharing your experience. It's such an enlightening conversation, really, about what you had to share. Really very grateful to have you here. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
And